Assalamu alaikum. Our final year project name is Machine Learning Based Gastroenterologist Virtual Doctor. These are the group members of our project. So let's talk about the introduction of the project. So a web application is created which acts as a virtual doctor. The system assists the people in such a way that there are multiple fields in the user dashboard. To access the dashboard, the user must have to log into the system. And on dashboard, there are multiple options of question answer session, upload image session, and chatbot option. So if the user is feeling any type of symptoms related to the disease gastroenterology, so the user can enter the QA session, and here the user can get the cure after questioning. So on upload image section, the user can get endoscopic images results. The system predicts that which class of disease it may be. So let's talk about the working overview. That the user selects the symptoms in the chat box. System asks more questions and give an output that kind of disease the user may have and suggest the cure for it. So the language which is used is Python, and it was deployed on the website. So the functional requirements of the project are as under, and the tools which are used for the development are given here. So let's move towards the project. So it's loading. So first of all, the sign up interface will appear where user can register. So I will give the random names. So if I have to write the valid email address, so it will, after sign up, it will navigate me to the dashboard. Here on the dashboard, we have virtual consultant option. Upon clicking on it, we have three more options: that upload image, question answer session, and chatbot. So let's start from the chatbot. Whenever I click the chatbot, it is the general descriptor where I can get the general description about the disease related to the gastroenterology. So first of all, I will, hi. So waiting for the response from the system. I will write GERD symptoms. So it will describe the symptoms about the GERD. I will write GERD treatment. So basically, queries are defined in the backend, which was stored in the JSON file. And with the help of NLTK, we are getting these queries answers from the chatbot. So now move towards the next module, which is QA, question answers. So here you can see that choose one if you are feeling, there are different issues which may relate to the gastroenterology. And the user, if suppose I'm feeling the pain in the abdomen, so I will click on the pain on abdomen. And if I select two or more symptoms, then the system will tell that you might have this disease and this is the cure and this is the basic description of it. So I will check three of it and click on display. So it will tell me that you might have abdominal pain and gives the problem description and also a treatment about it. So let's see that if I check only one yes, then we will see what will happen. It will tell you, all right, do 1 2 hour exercise daily. So if I move to the next module, which is upload image. So I simply click here. I will upload an endoscopy file. So I have saved it on the desktop. So I will click on the submit button. So the system predicted that you might have ulcerative colitis. So let's move towards the next module, which is World Health News. So it will tell about the health news in the world. You can see that. So this is all for the user. So if I check the admin panel, I can log into the admin panel. Here I have the numeric number of the users, and I can drop the users if the load on database increases. So that's all from our projects. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz. So if we talk about the chatbot code, before this, the chatbot we have created, and for training we have used sequential neural network. And in sequential neural network, every layer is fully connected to the another layer in sequence. So the model is trained on the JSON file, which is here. You can say that data1.json, and here we have defined patterns and responses, and on this data we have trained the model. If we access, suppose a user access the chatbot and enters a query, then a function is created to limitize or stem the word which is acceptable by the model. So we have used the NLTK natural language toolkit library for this purpose. And below that, we have used predict class function, get response, and chatbot response. So this was the code section for the chatbot module in the project. If we talk about the QA session, which is question answer session, in which user can take on the checkboxes as we have discussed prior. So here is the form for a disease indigestion. So we have different questions, and we have placed the input type, which is a checkbox. So here we have designed a logic in which we have initialized a variable with score, which is 0. And whenever any checkbox is checked, then we have to increment in the check. We have to increment, and whenever the score is greater than 1 or 2. In this case, we have two questions. So we have made a logic that if the score is greater than 1, then it will hyper reference to the another page, which will tell about the cure and the description of the disease. Or if the threshold value is less, then it will tell that you have not medical issues at all, and gives this response.
I will discuss about how we design the layout of our web app and some of the backend functionalities like user registration and user login and admin login. So we use MySQL in the backend. So here is the code for the user registration, and for user validation login process we use this code. We have used HTML, CSS and JavaScript in some of the places in our project. Like the intro of our web app is done by using JavaScript, and that animation text of register is also done by using JavaScript. And email validation and password strength and show and hide password is also done by using JavaScript. We have also used vector images, and we have remodified that vector images and converted them into PNG images and used in our project, like the images of the doctor, and also the image of that doctor is also done by using that vector files. We have also used SVG paths in our web app, like the baby path of our sidebar is actually a SVG path, and the icon of that virtual consultant is also a SVG path. And we have also used icons from Font Awesome in our web app, like the icon of the dashboard, the World Health News, and the logo. And in the admin panel, we used the delete query to delete the users from our database. Like I'll show you how we will delete the user by using their ID. So here I will write the ID of our user, and we will delete it, and the user is deleted. You can see the user is deleted, and the rest of the project will be discussed by my teammates. Thank you.
So in this video, I'm going to tell you about the two modules that we have developed in our project, which is Upload Image and World Health News. So I will, first of all, I will talk generally about it. What does the Upload Image module does that? We have trained a model, okay, on a computational neural network, which predicts that we upload a gastronomical diseased image, and it will predict that which disease class it belongs to. Another module is World Health News, which provide users the World Health News regarding health using, we have embedded app, we have used a New York Times API for that purpose. So first of all, I'd like to start with the code. So here we, the libraries which we use, this is app.py file in which all the backend logic and routes have been developed and coded. So in World Health News module, we have used data pipeline.data miner import data miner. This is not a standard Python library, but we have developed on our own. We have developed a methodology to automatically extract data from the API, from the sources, so that we can display it to the user in the form of JSON file. Another, and for the upload image module, we have used TensorFlow.keras.models to load a serialized model which has been written into the memory, so that we can use it to predict the image the user will upload. So this is the function we have defined. What this function does, that it basically, whenever the user upload the image, so it converts the image to the form which we have created as an input layer for the during the training process. So this is the input shape of our input layer of our module 224 by 224, 124, 224, and 3. So it will take 3-bit channel colored image. So as we know that OpenCV, we have used CV2 OpenCV. Whenever we process image using OpenCV, so it loaded in a BGR format. So we have to convert it into the RGB format, so that our prediction correct, because originally the images were trained on a RGB format. And for the upload image, we have this is app.get, which basically when the user click on the module, it renders the image.html template. So here is the post request of that image. So whenever we have created a form, a multi-part form, whenever the user upload the image, so it is a post request comes to the server. So it processes it, request.file.image. So we temporarily store it on a server so that we can display it to the user. Then we predict the image part to which give us the probability of each classes. So there are total 7 classes. So as per 7 classes, it gives us the probability. So render.play, prediction.p, and image.path. And for the World Health News, we have created a determined object data. Okay, this is the data we have extracted using this module as a JSON file. So it will give us the articles and the image list. Then using this, we display it. These are the all routes for our channel delete form. Now I would like you to show in the running form. So this is the upload image module. So now it's going to load. So yeah, now I will choose a file in the desktop. Now where are my images? So it's going to take some time. It will be in the final error gastronomical data set. So not this CAFSAR data set. Sorry, I'm taking so much time. So I will upload this image and I will click on submit. Now it's going to process that image. So you might have ulcerative colitis. So it has predicted the disease, and this is our World Health module. This is taking some time because my internet connection is really slow, so it is taking time to load stuff from it, and I'm really sorry for that. So this is our World News. We have used an World Health News API at the backend, which is embedded in that class determiner I have previously discussed, and it is giving us all the articles that we have extracted, and the data that it refreshes depends on an admin. He can extract and refresh data and update this site. So this is all World Health News. So this is all from my side. Thank you.